Where can I see the 3 phases for next step? Okay, so Kelvin, the 3 phases, you're confusing two things. The 3 phases of this business. Phase 1 is get your first unit. There's a number of people who are watching right now, who are in the group, who just got started and they haven't gotten their first one. But once they get their first one, meaning get it operational, buy all the stuff, start hosting their first guest. When they get that first guest in there, they get their first review, woo, they're all off to the races. But that's when they've completed phase 1. Phase 2 is you go get more. This is your 5s, your 10s, your 20s, your 30s, etc. And as you're going through the process of phase 2, it won't be long before you begin to see or say to yourself, can I buy something else? Can I invest in something else? How else can I grow the business? Hey, what about this additional service my guests keep asking for? If I could figure out luggage drop off, that'd be neat. And if I could just get a direct relationship with this company over here, that would be awesome. And all of those questions are now relevant because you have mastered to some degree your systems, your claims, customer acquisition, and you've got that down. You know your security procedures. All of these types of things are no longer questions for you. And because they're no longer questions, your mind is now free and your system is working. Your mind is now free to take on or additive things to the business. And this is when you're beginning to cross into phase 3. And if you're following the cash management techniques that we've laid out, your profit account is starting to build. And you might be saving 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a quarter or more. And now you're like, okay, what can I do with that? What should I do with that? Here's an idea. Do I buy a laundromat? What does that look like? What is the due diligence there? How can I negotiate buying my next triplex, fourplex, etc.? These are the questions and types of things that we discuss at the Next Step group because they're all very unique to every individual. They don't apply to so many people. And most importantly, sometimes it's the collective knowledge of all of our experience and resources that it actually takes to execute. I don't claim to know everything. I've done a lot, but I haven't done everything. I've not owned a laundromat. I've tried to buy a few. I've not owned a quick serve restaurant. I've tried to buy a few. I've, and I've never built a software program from the ground up. I'm not an exterminator. I'm definitely not the guy you come to if you want to rework an existing floor plan and get that through permitting. But these are things and skill sets that the others in the group bring to the table that allow us to begin to take the next step on the journey of. And now that you've got this base of short-term rentals that's popping out cash and 5-star reviews and great customer experiences and providing jobs, the next step is, well, how do I take this down that real estate rabbit hole or the business rabbit hole or the stock market rabbit hole or whatever rabbit hole you want to go down? Okay. At the end of the day, who knows what you're going to get inspired by or inspired to do? My job is to get you to phase 1 and phase 2 so that you have the time and the money to do it. That's the goal. So phase 1, get one. Phase 2, this is where you're building a completely new existence for yourself so that your annual income becomes your monthly income and, in fact, a monthly income that you earn on 1 hour a day. And once you get there, you're going to have too much time to think about all the other things you want to do. And that's fine. Or how to improve the system better. And this is what we talk about in that group. The challenge though is if you don't have enough experience or if you're still in phase 1, it's overwhelming and it's not even relevant or important yet. It's just not important yet. It'll become important, but it's not important yet. And it becomes as a distraction from getting the first unit done. And I don't want that. I want to make sure that all of you who are in phase 1 stay there. In phase 2, grow. I don't want to be the reason that you get all excited about all of these shiny objects that are there to chase and that are possible when what you need to be focused on is the land grab right now. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is the easiest it's ever going to get. It will only get harder from here. grab as much quote unquote land as you possibly can, and then understand later we're going to be able to come back and buy it. So right now, spread the footprint. That's what it's about. Get through phase 1, get through phase 2, and then in phase 3, that's where the next step group exists to help you if you want to. And that's, we get together, we talk, we hang out for the purpose of that very thing. Even if it's all it is to make your short-term rental business go from 10 units to 100 units. This is where that stuff happens. Anyway, you get the idea. If you like information like this, go ahead and hit that like button, because that tells YouTube that more entrepreneurs see us, and definitely hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so that the next time we publish more quality content like this, you can be a part. Thanks.